Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. So today I bring you all loot from 1,000 spitting wyverns, and the last time that I uploaded a Fossil Island wyvern related video was just about 11 months ago, almost a year. So I thought, enough time had gone by for me to try out another wyvern. Really only have two after this video to do for this loot series still, which would be Skeletal and Talon wyvern. And last time I was at this cave on my main, I ended up killing 1,000 long-tailed, and before that it was ancient wyverns, and those two videos did really well. You guys seem to enjoy them. So I do plan on doing skeletal and talon right after this. Hopefully no more wyverns come into the game anytime soon, because most of these wyverns have very similar drop tables, so you really don't see too much variety when killing these wyverns in Fossil Island. But no matter what, you'll always have that chance to get the visage, which is obviously the main goal of this video, and you'll always make good money. You'll never lose money when killing these wyverns, only if you just don't pick up the drops. But you wouldn't be too smart if you did that. Of course there are people who just do these as a slayer task and they'll bring a bone crusher, but they do have a lot of noted drops. As you guys will see, as the video progresses, the bank tab really does grow over time. That's one of the best things about this series, is that the tab, start to finish, you guys can keep track of it and see just how much stuff we really do get from these monsters. You may also notice a different username as well, and that is because this account used for this video is actually making its very first appearance on this loot series with this video. Now, the only difference between this account and my other maxed alternate account that you guys have seen in the gargoyle and the crawling hand video is that this account has an ornament pool as well as Barrow's gloves, and it just has a lot more quests done. So every clue scroll that I get from these monsters in this series, every time I bank, I'm actually able to do them. Not to mention the ornament pool really does save on supply costs, and it's just much more efficient to use this account. Basically, a friend of mine stopped playing on it over a year ago, and I've had access to it since then, but never really had a reason to use it until now. But if that does bother you guys, just let me know in the comments below. I don't mind going back to the other alt that I do have. I do have about 3 accounts that I've used in this series, also including my Iron Man. And something that I saw suggested in the comments of my last video was make another account that is lower combat, maybe 60 to 70 combat range, and do some loot videos on that, so that different combat ranges who watch this series kind of get better ideas based on their combat of what they can expect from a monster that they would usually kill. So yeah, I'm just trying to make this series more interesting. These days on YouTube I see some amazing videos coming out in the old school community. I've always really liked the simplicity of this series, but there's nothing wrong with trying to make it more interesting. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. And with that, we just rambled for 3 minutes, so let's actually get into the video. So first things first, this is the rarest drop right alongside the visage that you can get from any wyvern in this cave virtually, and this is the granite boots. Now unfortunately these boots have gone down in price dramatically in the past year, but that's okay. They did go up for quite a while, so we had some good times with them before. So the drop rate of these granite boots is 1 in 2,560, and of course the brother of the granite boots, the granite longsword, is 1 in 512. So other than those 2 items and of course the visage, they do have some unique seed drops that are very rare, and we might actually see some in this video, but you guys will have to wait till the very end. And as you can see, we did actually get a granite longsword as well. So we had a longsword as well as a pair of boots, even 2 clue scrolls, just in the first 183 kills. Now I did decide to use a ring of wealth on this account during this video, mainly just because I wanted to collect all of the nummulite as well as all the coins that you can get, and it's just less effort that way. I did the same thing in the gargoyle video. Berserker ring is nice, but it's not always necessary, especially if you're AFKing, and that's exactly what I was doing. Was basically AFKing Necreals on my Iron Man, killing crazy archaeologists, and then ending up just camping Nightmare Zone for a week on my main. And alongside that, I was just doing wyverns on this account, and that way, you don't really have to focus too much, and anything to use, to make things faster or easier, you always want to do it. And that's kind of why I went with, using Piety the whole video, using a super combat sip the whole entire time. And after about the halfway point, I did realize that I didn't need to bring 2 super restores and 1 full super combat every time. I could just use a sip of super combat and 1 super restore. The reason I did not want to use prayer potions is because they actually do have prayer potions on the drop table of the Spitting Wyvern, so we don't want to get that mixed in. I think you guys can understand that. It costs a little bit more money using restores though, but that's okay. Now at this point in the video, as you can see, over 300 kills in, and we did actually pick up another granite longsword, which, sadly they are less than 50k now, but luckily there is the brother, the granite boots on the ground once again. Yeah, I don't know if it's just this account or just the username that I chose or what, but we really had some good luck. I mean, we're not even halfway in yet, and we had 2 granite boots. Really wish the price was more on these things, but as you can see, the tab is just coming along lovely. Over 100k in coins, over 100 battle stabs, a lot of great resources. The amount of the resources, the amount of the drops isn't really so much, but when you're killing 1,000 of anything, it will always add up over time. So any Ironmen out there, you guys will get some decent supplies if you decide to do this as a Slayer task. Now, as I mentioned before, those crazy seed drops that you can possibly get, I did end up getting a dragon fruit tree seed from these wyverns. Again, just about 400 kills into the video, and that is 1 in 5,000. So other than the Visage, I virtually, at this point anyway, hit every single rare on these Spitting Wyvern drop tables. And yeah, a lot of clue scrolls as well. I'm not too sure if the Ring of Wealth had anything to do with that, but it seemed like there was a clue every 100 kills. And yeah, I did end up actually kind of a spoiler, but not too much of a spoiler, with 11 clue scroll caskets at the very end. And again, that's a great benefit of this account, is that, it actually can do clue scrolls. All of my other accounts don't have a lot of quest points, so I usually always had to drop them. The stash units were already built, so it was really helpful, and it just sped up this video a lot, so I was very thankful for that. I did also go with a pretty decent setup for this video, but it was pretty basic at the same time. The task sets alongside the DFS. I'm sure you all know that you do need to have a very important shield when you're killing any of these wyverns in the cave, whether it's a Dragonfire ward, a Dragonfire shield, or even the wyvern shield itself, as well as a mind or elemental. And these wyverns can be assigned by 4 different Slayer masters, so don't be too surprised if you do end up getting a task while you're going for a specific Slayer goal. They only require 66 Slayer to kill, so try them out. You never know, you might get lucky. Feel free to leave a comment below if you've ever had extraordinary luck early on at Fossil Island Wyverns. I am curious. Now, the budget for this video was just about 50 mil, so I didn't purchase a Dragon Hunter Lance, but I would say no doubt about it, if you can afford one, definitely get one. But for now we're just going to use a whip. And after whipping those 1,000 Spitting Wyverns, we are now at the price check. So we are going to go ahead and price check every single drop that we did get from 1,000 Spitting Wyverns. As you can see, there's the lovely 1,000 stack of bones there, and we also ended up with just about 280k cash. Small amount of runes, but I guess I can understand. They're not the highest level wyvern in the cave, so it makes sense. Decent amount of seeds and some pure essence, as well as some addy arrows. Now, the very first price check coming out to be 6.77 mil, but we're going to go ahead and round that up to 6.8. Not too bad, I tend to say that a lot, but not too bad at all. Of course, we have a lot of fossils as well as those caskets, so we'll get to that in a second. And yeah, the second price check, these are the alchables, the air battle stabs, the normal battle stabs, some addy pieces. Unfortunately, the only rune item they drop is the pickaxe. The addy battle axes is pretty silly, I don't think many people would pick those up, but 4.2 mil from that price check. The granite boots helped out tremendously. The granite longswords, not so much. But yeah, overall, 11 mil in normal plus rare drops from 1,000 Spitting Wyverns, averaging just about 11k per kill. Now we have 11 clue scrolls to open, so, lucky number 11. Can we get anything? Of course, everything that we do get will be added on to the price check. Of course, we have to open them in the infamous spot, the Fishing Guild, and here we go. Let's see if we get anything. Not so much from the first one. This was actually the very first time any clue scrolls were done on this account. For this, this account was really just a skilling-based account. Not much PVM or anything like that, so. But yeah, the third clue scroll, we did get that nice 400k reward, followed by just about 300k from the next one. And all the other ones, as you can see, a lot of lobsters, a lot of rune items. Not too much variety, you guys pretty much know what to expect from these hard clues by now. And here we are opening the very last one to a nice surprise. Lovely pair of Ceradomin chaps, another 300k, so extra 1.6 to 1.7 mil from all those clue scrolls. Only probably took like 1 to 2 hours to do them all, so definitely worthwhile. I would always encourage you to do your clues. And of course, we are going to trade in the infamous fossils from these Fossil Island Wyverns, the thing that makes them stand apart from the skeletal wyvern, and we did end up with just about 10,000 Numulite exactly, but that was only just about 200k, so not too much, but it's a nice little bonus, I guess. And now we go ahead and we price check all the supplies that we did use for this video, which do come out to be just about 1.5 mil. And just by doing those clue scrolls, you know, we pretty much made up for that money right away. The overall profit from these 1,000 spitting wyverns, everything included and excluded with the calculations, does come out to be 11.4 mil. About 40 to 50 kills per hour, depending on if you want to use Piety and supersets. Maybe you could get more if you use a Dragon Hunter Lance. Pretty chill, nice attack XP, and as shown in the Slayer log, from start to finish, 0 to 1,000. I hope you all enjoyed the video, I really do. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want to see next, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I do have right now working on 5,000 neck reels. I should be done with that in 2 days, and 1,000 crazy archaeologists. For some reason, I'm really hating that video, so it's just taking me a lot longer to do. I also spent the holidays in Atlanta, Georgia, so I was gone for about 3 days as well. So yeah, but with all that being said, I will see you guys in a few days with another video. Thank you very much for all of your continued support, and until next time, Mr. No Sleep out.